5
She's
times
hiding.
and counting. Not giving up.
Hi guys. Hi guys.
You guys want to say anything about your experience today?
It was very bad.
It was very
not
bad.
a good experience.
Do you? How was the experience?
Like this.
Like this?
The question was, why do you want to work with Qatar Airways? It was not fair because I was like, at some point.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and for those of you who haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Most of you are watching my video without subscribing. Like, you just come to my channel, watch, get some knowledge, and then leave. Do you think that's fair? Like, really, do you think that's fair? Anyways, I will not stop sharing videos, and I know for sure my channel is helping a lot of people, and that's why I'm here. Anyways, if you're stopping by for this first time, my name is Julia Barbara, and I am Kenyan based in Qatar, and I do videos about life in Qatar and how you can get a job and relocate to Qatar. And as well, I do makeup videos. You can check my shorts, and I do travel vlogs, which I haven't done in a long time. But yeah, bear with me, I have to be traveling to do those kind of video. Let me know on the comment section if you want to see that. And for my returning subscriber, thank you so much. You guys are the best, and I really appreciate. So from the title of the video today, you can see that it won't be like the best video as usual. You know, I always come here to encourage you, but what I want to say is I don't want you to feel discouraged with this video. But for me, I always feel like honesty is very important. If I can share about good things, then it's also best for me to show the positive and the negative side, so that you know you can just weigh and see where you can pick. And when I started my series on this channel about Qatar Airways jobs, I came here with my honest and how my interview went. That was my first interview that I did with Qatar Airways. You know, guys, I met most of you recently, and I realized most of you thought that I was working in Qatar Airways. I don't, but I just have experience because I live in Qatar. I have so many friends who work in Qatar Airways, and I even try as much as I can to bring people on my channel. And I want to at least do that, not only bring people who can, you know, spread the, you know, the advantages. I want to bring people who also can show us at least what is happening on the ground. So I'll try as much as I can to bring people who have worked there before, so that they can give us their experience, so that when you are applying for this job, you know what you are putting yourself into, which is a very good job. I don't want to discourage anyone. So like I was saying, I came here, I share my experience, and that's how we started this series about cabin crew jobs. I live in Qatar. Like I said, I have so many friends who work in Qatar Airways, and I've attended some of the Qatar Airways interview assessment. I've seen what's happening there, like step by step. I've reached to different stage. So guys, I was so happy when one of my subscribers texted me and told me that she got the job, like through my own experience, and I was so happy about that. I wish she can come here and share her experience, but the problem is, if you've been following me for a while, you know that if you're working in Qatar Airways, you're not allowed to post anything about the company. You're not supposed to post yourself with the uniform. You're not supposed to just say anything about the company, and which I respect that, because even my friend that I brought here who shared her experience with customer service job, she did the video after she left, like after she resigned from Qatar Airways. So I can never bring anyone who is working there to tell us how is everything. I can just try and bring people who are ex-cabin crew, so that they can share their experience. So that aside, I was talking about my experience, and recently I attended an interview with Qatar Airways, which I was recommended with one of my friend who used to work there. To be honest, I didn't want to go for that interview, not because I felt like I'm not good enough, but anyways, it's a lot. I don't want to discourage anyone. But personally, I didn't want to go for the interview, but one of my friends encouraged me, and I was like, okay, there is nothing to lose, let me just go, because I've done a couple of interviews with them with no successful results. But yeah, you know, I always say keep trying, we don't give up until we get it. Because I have one of my friend who tried almost 8 times. She's working there now. The 8th time, that's when she got it. So if that's your dream to work as a cabin crew, then keep pushing, keep pushing. And I've done a video as well. I was talking about the advantage and disadvantage, because every job has advantage and disadvantage. And mind you guys, before I share my experience of my recent interview, I want to tell you this. Your current job is someone else's dream job, okay? Someone can tell you like, oh, my job is stressing me, I feel stressed with this job, I want to leave it. Please always understand anyone. Don't always bash people and tell them like, oh, you are ungrateful. People are not ungrateful out here. If you've been working in a job for a while, you're working there, you know the struggles, you know what's going through that job. It can be any job. It can be a waitress job. I used to be a waitress and I left my job for so many reasons, and I knew that was a dream job for someone else. But at some point I wanted to grow, I wanted something better. I wouldn't be here doing this video if I was still there. So sometimes you have to take risk and, you know, outgrow yourself. So whenever someone is trying to tell you that, oh, I want to leave this place, things like that, because I came across a video of a lady who was talking about her job experience as a cabin crew. She was crying about it. People were on the comment section bashing her like, you are not grateful, you are not this. But guys, you have to realize like also these jobs, they have disadvantages. It's not only about advantages. So if you want to become a cabin crew, or if you want to come to Qatar, it's not easy out here. So that's why I'm trying to say someone else's job could be your dream job, but then for them they want to leave, and it's very, very understandable, because maybe they've been working there for a long time, and it's not about being ungrateful. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, recently I applied for a cabin crew position in Qatar Airways, and being shortlisted for an interview doesn't approve you to get the job. You have to go there physically, because sometimes it's not about you, sometimes it's about the recruiter and how they feel about you. If they don't like you naturally and you have all the qualities, it's not your fault. But sometimes also it's about how you speak during the interview, how you answer the questions. So if you're being shortlisted for any cabin crew job or any job, that doesn't mean that you're gonna get the job. You have to go up to the final. And you know, if you want to work with any airlines, you have to attend their classes. So even if you get shortlisted and then you go to the next step, you pass the interview. And mind you, if you pass any cabin crew, especially with the airlines in the Middle East like Emirates, Etihad and Qatar Airways, you know how hard it can be. Especially Qatar Airways is very, very strict with so many things: tattoo, piercing, scars, and you know, all about beauty. So when I applied for this cabin crew position, which they had an opening in Qatar, I was shortlisted and I went for the interview. I was so happy because I met so many of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, most of the people who live in Qatar, and there were so many beautiful girls. Like, guys, when I got inside the conference hall, like, I was like, whoa. Everyone was grooming, because it was only an interview for female cabin crews, so it was only ladies, and everyone was looking good. Everyone was so beautiful. There were so many girls from different parts of the world, like, you know, Africans, Asians, Americans, Europeans. Everyone was there, and it was a nice experience to actually meet some of you who said you've been watching my videos, and I was very, very happy. Even though I want to share some of the things that I felt like I actually personally didn't like it, but on that day I decided to at least interview few people, which some of them were not ready to do the interview, because I always respect people's privacy, and I try to interview people who are okay to be interviewed. I wanted to hear their opinions. How did they feel about the interview? Because I didn't want to sound like I'm the only person who felt that way. My interview was at 8 and I got there by 8, and I was seated down there, and the recruiter came, said hi to everyone, and they told us how the interview will go and what we should expect. So after all that, I had to interview some of the African girls who were there, because From my side, I felt like the interview was not fair. There were so many Asian girls, there were so many European girls there were so many African girls as well. But from my side, I felt like they favored most of the other races compared to Africans, which to me didn't sit well. But anyway, guys, before I start saying anything, can you just hear some of the opinion of the other ladies who are there and see what's their opinion compared to mine?
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Hello. Do you guys want to say anything about your experience today?
It was very bad.
It was very
not
bad?
a good experience. Well, this was my first time. Well, lesson learned.
Lesson learned?
Yeah.
What type of question did they ask you?
So many questions. Like, tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work with us?
And you? What was your experience? Do you have the paper? And you? How was your experience?
Like this.
Like this?
We are not giving up.
Don't give up.
Your name?
My name is Rachel, and today was my
First
open day.
time. Was it your first time?
Yeah, it's my first time.
So how was your experience with the recruiter?
So I went in, I introduced myself. Okay, first I greeted her. I introduced myself. I told her about my experience. I don't have experience as a cabin crew, but I have experience as a waiter. And so, skills for waiter and cabin crew somehow.
Similar.
Yeah, they're somehow similar. Yeah, so basically she just asked me to introduce myself. I told her about my work experience, and that's it. She thanked me. I did not get it today, but maybe next time.
Yeah, because if you get the paper, you're supposed to come tomorrow, and if you don't,
Better luck next time. So I did not get the paper, but I'll try next time.
Yeah, try next time. Don't give up. How was your experience?
They just asked me to tell them about myself.
And then what else?
I don't know. I just
How did you feel about it?
Great, but I don't know. I wasn't chosen, so
You wasn't
I
chosen.
don't know.
Not giving up. We'll try next time, right?
I don't know if I want to try next time. I don't know, maybe.
What about you, Nemo?
Hi guys, I know you can remember me. I was here before. So for me, my experience was kind of not that nice because the recruiter gave me a very bad vibe, But I still answered her the same question she asked her. So I don't know why. Maybe they are choosing another.
So do you think it's a fair?
No, it's not fair.
It's not fair.
Because
Because we look always beautiful. Look at this one first of all. So how was your experience?
I think I had a lot of expectations.
Really?
No, I didn't have a lot, but I was anxious. But they asked me a lot of questions. They made me know. Yeah, she asked me more than 3 questions. And you see, first it was tell me about yourself. The next question was like. The next question was tell me about your job, whatever you're doing and how you do, like how is your day like at work. And I told her. The other question was, what do you think it takes to be a good cabin crew? And I think I answered it the right thing. I gave the right answers, but anyway, we try again next time. Yeah.
This is your first time trying or?
Oh my God. I lost count. I think this is my 5th. My 5th time. This is my 5th interview with Qatar Airways. 4 of them cabin crew, the other one was customer service, and nothing. Nada.
Tell me why they didn't choose us.
Tell us why. Qatar Airways. We need to know what type of people you're looking for.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Peace.
So guys, I have this beautiful lady here. She was with me today for the Qatar Airways interview. We had an open interview, but by invitation. Can you tell me what's your name? Introduce yourself.
So hi guys, my name is Caroline. It was a good one. The interview was so good, but the issue is I didn't qualify.
So what was the question they asked you?
Oh, so they told me to tell me about yourself first things first, skills, say hi, and then later asked me tell me about yourself. The second question was what was it? Oh, why do you want to work with Qatar Airways? Yeah, basically they asked me only 2 questions.
Only 2 questions. And do you think you feel like you're confident with your answer?
Yeah, I would say I'll rate myself as an 8 out of 10 because I answered the questions right, but it was not fair because I was like, at some point I felt like she's not even concentrating, and she kept on looking at my hands, and I'm like, what's it? Like, she was not even there. She was not, just finish and go casual.
Yeah. To be honest, if you guys, I felt like we are a lot of Africans today. We were a lot of Africans. I don't want to mention their name, like something like that. But most people, because you know, the first day when you come here, like the first day, they will just ask you, tell me about yourself. It's just like a drop off. They'll ask you, tell me about yourself. You drop your CV. And then if you pass, they will call you the next day for the Ambridge test and English test. And then, but a lot of us, people of color, we didn't get the paper. Most of the girls who are coming out from Africa, they didn't get the paper. And for me, I felt like it was not fair enough, because look at her, look at how beautiful she is. Can you show us your hairstyle? Look at how beautiful she is. I didn't wear a wig today. Usually I wear wigs. I didn't wear a wig, so I can say,
for me, I would say like, out of the 10 people, because we made the queue, out of the 10, not even a single African got the paper, got the invitation for tomorrow. So I don't really know or think they were picking Africans.
Yeah, because most of the Africans were coming out saying that we didn't go well. And most of the people who are getting were Asians and some Arabs. So we really don't know. Like, we tried our best. It's my second time, and I told her it's your second time also. But the way she's so beautiful, I told her to try next time. Don't give up. You're not giving up. Even you.
5 times and counting. Not giving up. 5 times.
It's your dream to work in any airline. You don't give up.
Yeah, you try.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our experience today, and we will be back next time. We'll be
Same place.
Same place. Maybe probably we will meet here again. But yeah.
Same place.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. So guys, you've heard from the horse's mouth. I tried to interview some of the girls who were there, and for me, I wasn't happy because I actually saw some very beautiful girls. I don't want to talk about myself. I want to talk about people who were there, and I actually was questioning myself, like, what are these people looking for? Because there were so many beautiful girls, and it was so sad because I met some girls before I headed to the interview room, because the interviewer came and, you know, introduced herself and told us how we're going to go for the interview. So it's like we were sitting in a conference room, and then they will call like 10 people at a time to go for the interview. So there were 2 recruiters sitting in one room. So when they call you, go for your session. So before I went for my session of the interview, I met few girls, like African girls, who were standing outside there, and they didn't seem happy. And okay, I didn't want to be bothered by that, and I went inside. When it didn't went well, came out, they asked me, was the interview successful? I told them no. And they told me, you know, we've been standing here since the first African person who went inside for the interview. They haven't selected any Africans. And to me, it was so sad, because if you really didn't want to hire Africans, why do you shortlist them? Honestly, of course, I know this airline has a lot of African girls. Mind you, most of them are not hired from Qatar directly, because you know Qatar Airways goes around the world, and they are recruiting people from different parts of the world. So they might be going to Tanzania, the next day Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, Philippines, India. They go all over the world. So I don't want to say that there are no African people there. There are African people, but I was surprised during that day. I don't know what they were looking for, because most of the Asians were being selected for the next steps. Actually, I wanted to ask the recruiter, because at some point she passed across me, and I wanted to ask her, but then I didn't want to cause any drama or something, because at the end of the day, they all know what they are looking for. But in my eyes, and that's why they said, everyone's eyes is different. Whatever you see is not what I see. So probably they might have their own reason of why they were doing the interview in that way. And I was there, to be honest, I only saw one African girl who was selected. And mind you guys, she was not like, I don't want to say that, but you know, there are some African who have like light skin tone. Anyway, I don't want to just bring all those dramas, but anyway, I only saw one girl who was light skin and she was selected. So rather than that, I didn't see anyone. Comment down below if you were there during that interview and you've heard it from other girls what they said. We don't want to sound dramatic. Of course, there were some Asians who were not selected, and to me they looked beautiful. There were some Arab girls, there were some girls from Ukraine who were not selected, and they looked so perfect and so beautiful. And that's why I'm trying to say I actually don't know what these guys are looking for. Probably is how they talk, probably is how they speak during the interview, probably there is something else. But to me, if I was an interviewer for one day, to be honest, I could say most of the girls looked good, but I totally respect the recruiters and what they're looking for. I just wanted to give my own opinion for that interview that day because I was there. So at the end of the day, I have the right to give my own opinion, how I felt about the interview. For me, it wasn't a fair game. It's not that I want to say that they don't hire Africans at all. I have friends who are Africans who are working there, but most of them were shortlisted from Kenya. They were shortlisted in Kenya during an interview assessment if they had. During an interview assessment there. So guys, the reason I'm saying all this is because I want you to feel encouraged. I want you to feel that when you attend any interview, don't feel bad. And I am speaking from my own experience. Don't feel bad when you go for any interview and you're not shortlisted. I have a friend who wasn't shortlisted like 8 times, and the 8th time that's when she was shortlisted, and she's working there for almost 4 years now. I am just trying to share things that you should expect during any interview. I've met people who have attended different airlines interview and they all have different opinions about those interviews. So I felt like it was fair enough to share this so that when you go for that interview, don't feel like you're not beautiful. You are very beautiful. Do your best, look good, do research about the questions that they will ask you during the interview. Have a nice makeup. And by the way, guys, on that day, I noticed that one thing is not about how you are dressed. There was a lady who was wearing a skirt, and the skirt had a slit up to the thighs, and she was selected. There was a lady who was wearing a blue, I don't know, a red shirt. She was shortlisted. As long as whatever you are wearing is official, she was shortlisted. So I came to a conclusion. It's not how you are dressed in terms of you have to wear white and black or you have to wear a blazer. I saw people who were selected and they were not wearing a blazers. I saw people who were selected and they didn't have makeup on. I saw people who were selected who did not wear the exact outfit. They always say that you should wear black and white and black shoes. I saw people who had long lashes. I saw people... Guys, don't feel bad. You're so beautiful. When you go for that interview, do your best, do research, try to look your best. In case I've forgotten to mention anything on this video and you were there during that interview, especially those people who were there and they came to say hi to me, I am so happy to see you guys. But if you are not selected, please don't lose hope. Try your best. It's always about trying and trying and trying and trying until you feel like, God, this is not for me, let me go for something else. And as you're trying that, you can as well try other jobs. There are so many airlines, there are so many jobs, many positions in an airline. You can work as a customer service, you can work in duty free, you can work in so many positions in an airline. It's not always about being a cabin crew. For me, I've applied as a flight attendant and I've applied as a grooming officer because they were looking for someone who knows how to do makeup. She's a makeup artist and I applied for it and I was selected, and up to now I've never got a response from that application. So just know they have so many positions. Go and try and apply. Try your luck. You never know. Maybe that day, sometimes maybe you go for that interview and the recruiter just doesn't like you naturally, and it's not your fault. You cannot change that. And sometimes you can go to the interview and the person has a bad day, so they put it on you, which is unprofessional. And sometimes you can go for an interview and you get nervous, and everything that you have done research on, you forget everything, which is very, very normal. The only interview I've attended, like the cruise ship interview I attended, the recruiters were very, very nice. They understand that you are very nervous, so what they try to do is make you feel comfortable even before they ask you a question, which I feel like this is what most of the recruiters should always do, because come on guys, most of us are always nervous on an interview. That's something that is naturally. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share today. And to be honest, I won't stop doing videos about cabin crew, or how can you apply for cabin crew job. I will share about cabin crew jobs, openings and everything. I won't stop doing that, but I just want to encourage you, and I want to let you know that if you are trying to apply for any job, it can be a flight attendant job, just know there are advantage and disadvantage of that job. It's how you take it. Are you ready to work with the disadvantage? Because guys, some airlines are very strict, yeah, and Qatar Airways being one of them, they have like strict rules. If you're working there, of course you know that, or if you have any friend who is working there, they will always tell that they have strict rules. So are you ready to face those rules? If you are, because I'm saying this, if you are ready to face those things, then go for it, because it's better than having nothing, and there is no easy job in this world. Even sitting at home, working from home, it's tiresome. It's depressing. There is no easy job in this world. That's what I came to realize. Your job can be someone else's dream job. So let's not be ungrateful, and let's not judge people. When you see someone telling you that I am tired of my job, please understand them. So the only thing you can do is just try to encourage people, try to understand people. There is nothing that is easy on this earth. Even life itself is not easy, and it's not fair. So if you don't get it today, try tomorrow. And if you have a bad experience, please let it not be the end of the world. I'm always here to encourage you guys, because I've been through a lot as well, and I can say in this life you always have to take the risk. Take that risk. Just do it, guys. Just do it. So I hope you've watched this video till the end and you've learned something from it. Please don't be discouraged. Please, my experience is not your experience. You will definitely have your own experience. So please always be positive. This is my opinion. This is how I felt about it. So I hope you've watched this video till the end, and if you did, please be sure to subscribe, like, share and comment, and let me know. Please guys, before I finish this video, by the way, if you've ever gotten a job through my channel, if you've ever been inspired with my channel, if you've ever, just learned something from my channel, it's not always about asking me a question. You can always send me a message and say anything. You can always send me a message if things go well with you, because if you do that, it encourages me to even post more, and even to feel like, okay, I'm doing something for people out there. So it's not always about asking questions. It can be about encouragement and just anything, guys. And yeah, I hope to see you on my next video. Bye.